Love is in the air. 2025 has arrived. We got a little bit of news to get into when it comes to Microsoft's mistake that they made in an email they sent out and their follow-up message and what it means for the future of WoW. Also, some interesting DPS charts to look at. A few things to get into here. So without further ado, let's get into the WoW news. Here we go. February 3rd to the 17th, we are now in it. Love is in the Air event has kicked off, and this is most likely the only kind of love that most WoW players will feel throughout their life, just in this short time here. So get in here and get this event done. New to this year's event is the Love Witcher Sweeper Mount. You can get this by killing the Apothecary, just like you have previously with the Rocket. By the way, looking it up, that rocket, the Love Rocket and the Love Broom here are going to be two of the rarest mounts you got in the game right now. The Rocket is extremely rare, hard to get. You can get it from the drops. People said they just got it on their first try. Just to follow up on that, it does still enable you to have the best chance at getting them out the first time you try it before every reset. So you know your typical Tuesday reset when that happens, same across every day. Well, the first time you do it after every reset is your best shot at getting one of these two mounts. After that, your chances of getting it diminish greatly, but you can keep trying and see if you get it. And besides that, we also have the Living Rose, which is something else you'll be able to get. And then these little ensemble, the heart-shaped shoulders, truly heartfelt shoulders that they're known as. So you can get these different items. These are new. Plus, there is all the old items that was previously available in this event. Spread the gratitude at the Gala of Gifts. With the help of the Artisans Consortiums and Stormwind and Orgrimmar, they're putting together a Gala of Gifts where townfolk can get tokens of kindness and affection for their loved ones, completing quests, defeating the Apothecary Hummel that we just talked about, or donating artisan to the Artisan Consortiums to earn love tokens and exchange them for exquisite rewards. These rewards include previous event stuff and all that, so go get your coins. These are warbound coins. You can do these quests and gather up your coins and get a bunch of shit. Trouble with Love. Inspector Snip Snagglebottom and Detective Snap Snagglebottom are on the case again. The Crown Chemical Co. has been kicked out, but something still smells like trouble. Team up with Snagglebottom and his new companion, Odie, and the robotic canine to sniff out the mystery. This sounds like some kind of quest line that you'll be able to do. And then finally here, treat yourself. Practice self-love by relaxing, relieving stress, and whatever self-care means when you make a scenic getaway through a magical portal, helping others as you revisit interesting places around Azeroth. To escape to the world of tranquil peace, visit your daily quest giver, Gabbo Blinkweek for the Alliance, or Aurora Vabsley for the Horde. To pamper yourself with self-love, visit daily quest givers, Ying for the Alliance, and Ning for the Horde. So some other rewards here, unique rewards available for this are from the vendors, including mounts, pets, and stuff. The Heartseeker's Mana Ray. This is actually a pretty cool Mana Ray. I'm not a big Mana Ray fan, but this one actually does look pretty good. So you can get this. You can also get the Heartseeker's Moth, as well as the exquisite Love Boat toy. Summon an exquisite Love Boat on the water surface within 20 yards. Can hold up to 4 people. So yeah, this is an interesting one. Haven't seen a boat that you can summon. And wow, I don't know if there's any other toys that do this, but yeah, this is a boat that you can actually summon and invite your friends if you indeed have any, which we know you don't because you play WoW. Renewed Proto Drake Love Armor. Share the love with your renewed Proto Drake armor. If you remember the little heart armor that you could have gotten for your Proto Drake, that is once again available to be purchased. Eyes only for you. Cast your gaze. You know, you get the little hearts above your head. And then Date Simulator Modulator toy will also be available. There's also 2 achievements. The Love Language Expert. You deliver a slew of gifts to lovely guests at Steam Pools Resort. And then there's also Support Your Local Artisan. You just donate 70k gold and you can get the achievement. This is literally gold synced. So if you want to participate in that, go get that shit. The Love Charms are warbound now too. Oh, so that's great. Yeah, good for those for people who have alts there. And then also there's events going on in Cataclysm Classic. Who the fuck is playing Cataclysm Classic? Honestly, what is wrong with you? Anyways, that is it for the Love is in the Air event. Moving on to some other interesting news. What is up, Justin? We love you too. The Elders. Yes, the Elders. So going around talking to the elders can get you these Lunar Festival coins, the coins of ancestry. Now, these are not warband bound, so you can only do this on one character at a time, gathering up the coins. If you want to get this Rocket Boy mount here, which is actually a pretty cool mount, I am going to do this quest on stream at some point, but not today. We're going to try to go kill Queen Anne Strike again. But anyways, doing the lunar stuff, you go through coins of ancestry are not warbound, meaning you have to get all 75 on a single character. Also, this quest is done once per character, and if you have a druid, this is a little bit easier because you can dreamwalk to Moonglade, so that makes this quest more helpful. If you want, there is a add-on that can tell you where all of these elders are, but if not, these are all the coordinates for all the elders that you're going to want to go and talk to. You get a couple coins for each elder. I don't know if it's 2 or 3 or 1, whatever it is. Eastern Kingdoms, Kalimdor, Northrend, Dragon Isles, and Khazalgar, and a few other spots here. You're going to want to go get all these. I'll link this in the chat. There is an add-on that marks these on your map, so if you want to just go download the add-on, you can always go do that. But yes, talking to your elders is important, both in real life and in WoW. There you go. Xbox gives update on World of Warcraft coming to Xbox Game Pass. If you don't know, a frenzy absolutely broke out when this email went out. This was a Game Pass email, talked about Diablo, Call of Duty, and a few other games, and it mentioned Plunderstorm from WoW. And if you look at the email itself, when it came to WoW, there was specifically a thing that showed WoW being on Game Pass and being available on console. So there's the two symbols right there. You got PC and you got console. Well, needless to say, the WoW community lost their damn minds talking about how, oh my god, WoW is coming to Game Pass. Well, Xbox came back out and said, not so fast. Oops, they said, this was our bad. Going on to confirm that World of Warcraft is not available with the service. They also stated that a correction email is heading out into inboxes, and anyone who received the initial misleading one, they apologize for it. I did, in fact, get the corrected email. It does just show the PC here, and doesn't talk about it being available on Game Pass at all. So, hey, maybe an inkling of the future, though. See, I do see this eventually happening at some point, if WoW ever does trickle off to the point where sub numbers just hit, rock bottom. When could this happen? Who knows? Maybe one day Riot finally releases their MMO and that shit takes off, and Blizzard/Microsoft becomes worried about the future of World of Warcraft. Well, one way to basically give a steroid shot to the game's population is just put it on Game Pass, right? You put it on the ultimate version of Game Pass. People, I think that thing's like $19.99 a month or whatever it is. Your WoW subs included, WoW itself's included. Bam, you can now play the game, and now you've got suddenly what is, I believe, Game Pass has how many subscribers? Game Pass, let's see, Game Pass subscriber numbers. Okay, you would instantly make the game available to 34 million more people. You're going to tell me some of these people are not going to try the game out, so yeah, that'd be a big boom for the game. I do feel like they are saving this as a, break the glass and push the switch kind of thing. I don't think it's impossible. I do see it eventually happening, like I said, if numbers ever do hit rock bottom. And me personally, I think it'd be good for the game. More people that play WoW, the better. And shit, put it on console too. I don't give a shit. People hate about playing with controller players. Guess what? You can play with a keyboard and mouse on Xbox too now. That shit's basically a PC. So one day it could happen. Today, unfortunately, is not that day. Yeah, Sam, I'm making a marketing manager. That's right, I am. The War Within Season 1 DPS rankings. Here it is. So, week 21. My God, we've been doing this for 21 weeks. Life is truly degenerative at its cause. Okay, here we go. So, looking at the charts, not much change here. The reason why I keep reviewing these, some people are saying, why, Sam, you review this shit every week? Well, every week that it comes out, there are a few changes here and there, and I want to see what things look like going into 11.1, because that's where we're going to see a lot of changes. So here it is. Nothing's really changed here. Elemental and Enhancement Shaman still sitting at the top. Ass Rogue, Survival Hunter, Marksmanship Hunter, Sub-Titty Rogue, Outlaw Rogue. As I said many times before, Rogue, Hunter, Shaman, tops the charts, doing great. Death Knight, not so well. Demonology, Affliction, Destruction, Warlock sitting here in the mid to bottom tier. Warlocks are hurting right now. Augmentation Evoker there at the bottom. Feral Druid doing pretty good. Arms Warrior. Havoc Demon Hunter has gotten some recent buffs that are looking decent. Let's look at the boss numbers. So here it is. If you're fighting a single target, Ass Rogue at the top, Elemental Shaman, Survival Hunter, Marksmanship Hunter, Enhancement Shaman, Sub-Titty Rogue, Beast Mastery Hunter, Feral Druid, Outlaw Rogue. If you're wondering, is there a theme here? Yes, there is. Once again, Hunter, Rogue, Shaman, and Feral Druid, all doing really good. Those are the top, those three specs right now, or those three classes right now, just overall really doing good. You can pick any of the three specs for any of them, 2 for the Shaman, and you'll be doing pretty good on DPS. Remember, take this shit with a grain of salt. At the lower levels, where you're not pushing a plus 20 key, player skill matters more than these charts do. Biggest movers up and down. We got 6 spots down for Fire Mage, 8 spots up for Frost Mage. So Blizzard, tickling the taint of mages, doing a few things here and there to try to rebalance them. We'll see how all of that works out. At the end of the day, 11.1 is bringing a ton of class changes, and we'll be seeing how these charts really mix up towards the end there, or at the beginning of 11.1 here, which is really going to be end of the month. I'm still thinking that. They haven't given us a launch date yet, but we'll see when that actually happens.